There we go. Got my camera all adjusted. Um, well, good morning, Food Jacks. I wish you a happy Mother's Day weekend. Um, first I want to talk about mothers, but I first want to talk about people who've lost their mom. My heart goes out to you. People who want to have children and can't. My heart goes out to you. You're honored today. You know, your mom may not be on this earth, but she's honored today. Um, my mom's no longer here. Uh, oh yeah, forgot to do sound check. So if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up or whatever. Um, but anyway, there's a lot of situations. Some women would love to have children but can't. So we honor. It's in your heart. We honor you. We know there are struggles. We know people are torn up, not being with their mom tomorrow. So anyway, I know when Mother's Day is. So I didn't know there was a law that you couldn't talk about Mother's Day because I've been getting emails. Everybody's selling stuff for Mother's Day. Flowers are $14,000. Chocolates are 500. So not sure why you told me tomorrow's Mother's Day. I literally just said Happy Mother's Day. I mentioned it was tomorrow. Not sure what else to say, but thank you for giving me the date. So, thank you for the thumbs up too, by the way. Um, isn't Mother's Day Sunday? Okay. I'm not really sure why you guys are confused. The whole weekend, you know, I never I never took my mom out on Mother's Day. I took her the week before. I took her the week after, which is even better. I bought her stuff after the holiday. I mean, you play into Mother's Day and it's just, it's a money making scheme. I loved my mom every day. So, and you know what's really weird? On Father's Day, you're not waiting for restaurant tables. Yeah, things aren't, I mean, it's different for Father's Day. Fathers get crapped on, mothers are loved, but fathers are like, whatever. Usually the father's out back grilling hamburgers and hot dogs on their day. So Father's Day means the father gets to work at the barbecue. Mother's Day, they sit in the waiting area, waiting a half hour for a table. It's kind of painful. Uh, you can find my podcast pretty much anywhere that has podcasts. I think we're in like 20 locations. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcast, YouTube Podcast, Podbean, goes on and on. Amazon Music, which I don't get because it's a podcast, not music. But anyway, that's where they put it. Excuse me. Hold on a minute. Sorry about that. Had to clear my throat. Uh, so anyway, um, Gatsby brought up something interesting, which I'll bring up in a moment. the the whole week is videos. I'm doing food news videos. I'm doing cooking videos. I'm doing Jack on the Go. I'm doing Tech Time. I'm doing Eye to Eye. Um, so I'm probably doing 7 videos a week, something like that. So it can be cumbersome. In fact, my buddy's coming over right after the live broadcast. He's coming over in a little bit. We're going to film in the studio in the kitchen, but we're going to film an eye to eye episode. We're just going to sit at the island and have a conversation. It'll be kind of cool. But to speak on what Gatsby suggested, Gatsby basically brought up the point that maybe me and Jimmy should bring in another person that may not think exactly like we do. So, as long as they're respectful, I don't care. But we may do that. I may bring Gatsby in. I mean, he never agrees with me, but that's okay. He's polite, he's professional. I don't have issues with him. There are some other people we can bring in too, but let me know if that's something you're interested in. Uh, we can talk about whatever they want to talk about, and they can be a part of the broadcast. That'd be cool. So, still kind of mulling that around. Let's see. It's now on the moon in the east. Uh, uh, okay, Lebanon. Um, you don't need to tell me what to do, but I appreciate it. I know you're trying to direct the show. Not sure why. Been doing it for years, but anyway. So I just wanted to address Gatsby's suggestion. Thought it was a good suggestion. I think it would make a great conversation. But on the other hand, I just want to make sure we don't have any issues. Because if we have issues, I'll have to mute the guest and all that. But so certain people will be allowed on the show. And by the way, your mother is the one you came out of. You ain't got two moms. You ain't. I mean, personally, mom and dad are titles that are earned. So, like, your stepdad may have raised you. That's your dad. You know, he earned the title. I don't think it has to be biological to be your dad, personally. But you only got one mom, you only got one dad, no matter how much you talk about it. So, exactly. So, anyway, um, I wanted to talk about what you guys are doing for Mother's Day if you're doing anything, you know? Yeah, Channel 27, definitely. If you're a stepdad and you know what? You wipe noses when they're runny, you wipe butts when they were dirty, you you punished, you loved hard, you disciplined hard, you played the role of a dad, you're the dad. Don't care, you know? I think, there's a lot of kids that don't have a dad. My dad was a piece of crap, but he was my dad. But my stepdad was more of a father than my real dad. So I get that. Excuse me. Um, so anyway, what are you doing for Mother's Day? Are you taking her out? You doing dinner? You doing breakfast? You doing church? You bought her flowers and chocolate. Um, you bought her a tennis bracelet. What are you doing? What's going on? And by the way, she's probably not watching right now. So you can freely discuss it on what your plans are. I don't think it's going to ruin anything for tomorrow. Let me give you a clue. By the way, should be already Mother's Day. Sorry about that. Um, Let me give you a tip. As you get older, you'll realize this. But mothers, honestly, most moms I know, they don't want they don't want gifts and flowers and chocolate and all that for Mother's Day. They want to be with their family. Time literally is the best gift you can give your mom. I've never seen it not work. Spending time with your mom is more important than handing her a gift. So, you think 1-800 Flowers took care of it? It didn't. She really loves you, misses you, wants to be with you, wants to have the whole family together. I'm telling you, that's literally the top of her list because most moms are at an age where they can go out and buy any gift they want, okay? But it's the time that's valuable. It's the time with you because, like, my mom's no longer here. I spent every moment I could with her. We went Christmas shopping, we went food shopping, we watched the Food Network together, some recipes we tried out. We did a lot. So I made sure I purposely spent as much time with my mom before I lost her so that I could live the rest of my life without regrets. Nobody wants to say, well, I should have spent more time with my mom. That sucks. That totally sucks. Let's see here. I'm making my wife your romantic dinner. Very cool. Um, so excuse me. So but there's a whole discussion. Should the father buy stuff for the mother to celebrate her? Some people believe that's not my mom. I got a mom. The kids can take care of the mom. Some people believe the kids are too young. I mean, this goes on and on, guys. It's a serious discussion. Is the father responsible for getting something for the wife? I mean, you want to honor her for raising your kids, for being a great mom. I get it. It's torn in two different directions. Uh my mama fell into a bad relationship and we haven't talked since. Truckers and got it. Steam gloves. Sorry about the situation. Um, you know, each of us have had situations with family members that you don't talk to anymore, you don't hang out with anymore. I get that. Um, but it doesn't hurt whether she's whether she's in a bad situation or not. You could send her a message telling you that you still love her and pray for her and think about her, and that's it, you know. But that's your relationship. You know how it is. So you know what's best. But I am so sorry, Steam Glove, that you're on the outs with your mom. Some people are. My mom was always in an argument. She was a 5 foot, like 5 foot nothing from New York. She was tough as nails. You she would go down fighting. She died going down fighting. But so she was strong. So that's where I get a lot of my strength from is my mom. My dad was a whole other story. Someday I'll share that all with you. But yeah, so we honor them. Everybody does differently. Once again, Steam Glove, my heart goes and prayers go out to you. I understand. Um, so I'm sure Mother's Day might be a little rough for you. Some people have struggled with it. So anyway, let's see here. Um, yeah, mothers, you got to be careful. They fall for scams all the time. So do fathers. These get rich quick schemes. They target the elderly all the time. But my mom was always in an argument with Charles, Jim, me. Like at any given moment, you could walk up to her and go, "Which child are you not talking to today?" It was a constant rotation. We'd make up, she'd go on to the next child. It was so weird. But you know what? She was she was super strict. She was a strict. We used to joke and call her, names of other rulers that probably weren't the best rulers, but we would nickname her. I remember once Charles and I were in the living room and mom was walking by with a broom. And Charles said, "Are you going somewhere?" I kind of tilted my head and thought about that comment for a moment. And then I realized how funny it was. Charles and mom were in fights more than any of us. But Jack, which is more valuable, thoughts or prayers? I, I don't know. I never valued them at a certain level. I think they're both important. To be considerate, esteem, love, and to pray for esteem, love are two acts of love. So I I see them as equivalent, showing that you care. I never took my feelings or my comments and measured out which one's more important. Audio breaking up. Looks like by the way, I'm plugged in right now, so moms are always right, even when they're not right. They're right. Yeah, we had one of those moms, Michael Caine. We had one of those moms that she was never wrong. And when she was wrong, she still wasn't wrong. She would never admit she was wrong. But every so often throughout our lives, she would admit it once in a while, and we would roast her. We would dance around screaming, celebrating that she was wrong. It was crazy because she made it such a point not to ever be wrong, even when she was wrong. Jack, do you like when your family celebrates Father's Day? Um, Father's Day. Yeah, it don't matter either way, you know. Uh it's kind of cool, but if I didn't get acknowledged or wasn't given anything or wasn't spent time with, I'd be okay because I see Jack Jr. and Brianna all the time. I see them all year long. See, that's why Mother's Day kind of bothers me. Don't tell me the day I honor my mom. I honor my mom every day she was alive. I loved her all the time. I didn't wait for a day to tell her that I loved her. Oh, by the way, you had to kiss her goodbye right on the cheek, or she'd break both your legs. That's the kind of mom I had. Having a little bit of trouble. You seem to be breaking up quite a bit. You know, let me start over, guys. You want me to should I reboot? Let's see here. What is wrong with YouTube? I'm probably gonna start just going with Rumble Studio. You think it's fine? If the audio is breaking up, let me know. Or if it's fine, let me know. But if it's breaking up, I'll reboot. It seems like a weekly occurrence. It's almost every week we got to reboot. Oh, it got sorted out. Okay, thanks, Team Love. Um. So anyway, yeah. So my mom, tough as nails, but I'm kind of glad. I mean, she was really strict. Like we had bedtimes and we had to be in bed early, and it was, we couldn't go outside the fence of our yard. These were the years it was safe to go outside. But yeah, the connection still it's good. Okay, thank you all of you. Thank you. Okay, so my mom was great in a lot of ways, and annoying as heck in a lot of ways. Too funny, but anyway, whatever kind of mom you got, if you're in, if you're talking, you're in a good relationship, you know, I hope you have a good time with her tomorrow because once again, she only wants to be with you. She don't need anything. I'll put money in Vegas on it. She'd rather have the whole family together for a meal or just shooting the crap in the middle of the living room. She don't need objects. She's older now. Someone asked about Garrett. Who is Garrett? Garrett's my oldest son. He's currently out of the country. Excuse me. Um, but yeah, Garrett, Garrett and Jack Jr. are both my kids, 10 years apart, ironically. But yeah, he's the oldest of the two, Garrett. Not sure. Why are you praying and thinking of Garrett? Janet called in sick, hungover, excessively celebrating Mother's Day with one of her support groups. Okay, I'm taking that as a joke, but yeah. So anyway, yeah, Father's Day ain't nowhere near like Mother's Day, by the way. So I hope you have time. If you don't live near your mom, I hope you at least FaceTime her, video chat with her, whatever communication you use. Spend some time on the phone with her, catch up with her, find out how she's doing. Just like husbands have trouble doing, just shut up and listen and let the mom talk. But how many step siblings does Garrett have? Um, it's just Jack Jr. and Garrett. That's it. The other way, I hope she does some of the stage show. I don't know what she's doing. I don't know. Let's see if I can hold on a minute. Let me call her. The Ellis Way is another YouTube channel. Some of you don't know the Ellis Way. It's a friend of mine, and she's completely different than I am. Completely, like she jars food and she builds quilts and everything. Hold on, we're gonna call her. She ain't expecting this.
Hello?
Okay, don't curse or say anything nasty because you're with me live on the show.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay, so
Thanks for the warning because you know
yeah,
I do that.
well, you never know. So you might stub your toe or something.
Never know.
So they
I'm leaving
want,
the grocery store.
yeah, they want to know about you doing a video for Mother's Day. Are you doing one?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay. Um, well, you got like 24 hours to decide.
I know. Like, what kind of show do you want me to do?
No, I don't want you to do anything but what
Yeah,
you
I'm
want to
taking stuff
do.
out, but I've got some quilting things and stuff like that. But
Now, is your mom alive on this earth?
yes,
Okay, you can be with her?
no.
Oh, okay. All right. So, but there might be a video on the Ellis Way.
Yeah, I'll be with my girls and stuff.
Okay. All
Yeah, we'll
right.
be fishing and doing some fun stuff like that.
Yeah, they were just asking on the live show, and I didn't know.
Yeah, what are y'all up to today?
Well, we're helping a single mom,
Aw.
so doing that, and then William Street. Okay, well, William's coming over. He's from our church.
Uh-huh.
He's coming over to record Eye to Eye.
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna have a conversation about Jesus' mom and what it's like to be the mom of God and all that. So it should be fun.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I'm so sorry to bother you,
No, you're fine.
but I wanted to answer the question correctly.
Yes.
All right.
So
I'll
I'll
s-
put up some.
yeah, I'll send them over.
All right. Thank you.
Take care. Enjoy the day.
You too. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so anyway, so the Ellis Way, look, she'll be with her daughters, but I think she's gonna do a video. I don't know what she'll do. Uh, personally, I don't think she planned on doing a video, but I think now that you asked, she's gonna try and squeeze something out. That's so cool. Not another kid squeeze out a recipe or something. I don't know. Let's see. That's an idea for June and Father's Day. Yeah, I'm not. That is a steam glove. That is a great idea. Who did somebody else recommend that before you? I can't remember. If you recommended Jack Jr. cook for me on Father's Day, I don't know if he is. He's busy. He works. He's getting back into flag football again. Got the baby on the way. You know what? The baby's due what, August? So I'm not going to ask him anything this year. Right now, he's just trying to get the baby's room together, and he's trying to put cribs together and paint walls and all that stuff. Um, let's see. Good morning. Good morning, Rob. Oh yeah, Zesty knows that Rob is a drummer. That's so cool. Let's see. Can you call Rob to see what he's doing for Mother's Day? Rob's here in the chat room. So, Rob, if you're going to do something for Mother's Day, you know, feel free to shout out whatever your plans are, or just let us know you're doing something for Mother's Day. But let's see, Jack, can you? Yeah. So let's see. Good morning, Stephanie. How you doing? So anyway, enough of the Mother's Day thing. I don't know if you guys saw the video. Um, we did. There were two Lazy Man Ranch recipes that seemed simple, so I put them up against each other to find out which one was best. We declared a winner, so be looking. If you haven't seen it, be looking for the notification on that. Let's see. Stephanie's lost 39 pounds. Wow. Uh, yeah. Let's see. That's a lot. 39 pounds. That's a lot of weight. So congratulations. That's very cool. So anyway, um, we're gonna be doing we're gonna be expanding um the podcast. As you know, I'm in like Effers and Frank is in like 20 locations right now that you can hear. Excuse me. Um, so you got the Effers and Frank. Eye to Eye is going strong, bringing in a lot of new guests on Eye to Eye, trying to mix it up. Jack on the Go. I'm planning on going to Popeye's Chicken. They claim to cook in beef tallow, so I'm going to go look at the package and take a picture of the ingredients for the chicken batter. And because, like, was it steak and shake or something like that? They're like, oh yeah, we RFK our fries. Okay, I knew there was a problem as soon as they said that. People who brag about cooking beef tallow, usually there's something wrong. So Buffalo Wild Wings was the first, and if you look at their package, their beef tallow has canola oil cut into it. It's a mixture. And canola oil is one of the bad seed oils. So who knows? And then they went to Steak and Shake. They claim that all their fries are cooked in beef tallow, but the crappy oils and stuff are on the coating of the french fries. So the stuff you got to stay away from is on the frozen fries coating, not what it's fried in. So they're cooking dog crap in beef tallow basically. Guess what? It's still dog crap. Calling out seed oils makes you lose weight. Just not eating a lot of plus. Quit drinking Cokes. You know, that is huge. I know so many people, all they didn't even change their diet. They just cut out soda and they dropped weight. Crazy. Let's see. But Jack, are you going when you inspect the beef tallow, you might be recognized and ejected. So be it. I'm not worried about people recognizing me. I'm probably going to go during the day when it's quieter. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just gonna walk in, um, because I have allergies, that more my allergies are more like plants, certain plants, leaves and all that. I'm not allergic to any food, but they don't know that. So I'm gonna tell them I gotta see the ingredients because I'm allergic to certain things. So we're gonna be doing videos like that. So like Burger King is getting sued because they claim they had bigger patties. They show a picture of the meat hanging over the bun. 19 people are now suing them for false advertisement because they're not serving burgers with meat hanging over the bun. I'm going to go and look. I'm going to order a Whopper and I'm going to look. We're going to, I'm going to start. I shouldn't even tell you all these ideas, but it's kind of exciting. I'm going to start bringing a food scale to restaurants. I'm gonna do so much. I'm gonna order a salad, like a grilled chicken salad. Okay. I'm gonna order it in the restaurant. I'm going to weigh the chicken. These haven't even been filmed yet. So give me a couple weeks. But I'm gonna weigh the chicken. Then I'm gonna order that same salad and I'm gonna weigh the chicken at home. And I guarantee you, I expect it to happen. And I will not lie. I'll be totally honest. And I will applaud them if the chicken weighs the same. I guarantee I don't get as much chicken. I guarantee I don't get as much bacon on a Cobb salad, whatever it is. I'm going to start comparing dinners in house to go orders and see how much you get ripped off on to go order because I believe it to be true. I believe you get crappy food on to go orders. So, like, if I went in and I watched them, like at Papa Murphy's, I go in, I say, I want this type of pizza, all that. Well, basically, I think they give you like a pound of cheese on a large. You know, I want to know. You claim that you have the most pepperonis. I want to know. Guys, we're going to tear it up. We're also going to go into stores and they claim, they make claims. I don't know what, but for example, a box of cereal, they say there's 2 pounds in there or whatever, or a pound or whatever it is. We're gonna we're gonna do some playing with your food episodes. We're gonna do some investigative reporting on Jack on the Go. It should be fun. Hold on. Gotta grab my water. It should be fun because, not trusting people, we're literally at an all-time high of not trusting people. We don't trust the news anymore. We don't trust anything told to us. So we're gonna go look and we're gonna capture it all on video. The Michael Moore of fast food. It'd be cool if you live in the area or like Chicago area. I'm gonna let you know you're more than welcome to join me. So, like, if you want to do a video together, or you want to pop in, or you want to swing by, I'm gonna tell you about a couple of hours, maybe that morning, and then that afternoon I'll go to a pizza place. And you can pop in. You can have a slice. Come on and share a deep dish in Chicago. If you're in Chicago, I'm not looking for you guys to travel. But if you're local, hunt it down, find out, follow me on social media. I'll announce where we're going next on social media. And so you can come see the other side of the camera. It's fun. It really is. Doing Being a content creator is amazing. I encourage any of you, if you've got a love for something, I don't care if it's picking up dog poop. Not that I'd want to see a video on that. But if you have a love of landscaping, let's say, I encourage you to do a video on it. Share it with people. People care about more than just food. Cars, you're into cars? Show me how to change the wipers on my flipping car. It's like brain surgery, you know. Um, can you do undercover recording of your investigation at Popeyes? I won't have to. I'll record myself at the table. I'll go to the counter. I'll ask. I won't film asking them, but I'll show you the ingredients list. If they deny me, then I'll film me telling you I've been denied. They refuse to show it to me. So, are McDonald's fries still cooked in beef tallow? I don't, guys, McDonald's is like a cesspool to me. I don't ever want, you know, there's got to be something good. Like the last video I did was showing you the McRib sandwich and how the meat, you squish it between your fingers and it turns into mush. It's not even real. It's shaped like that, but it's strictly fat and it's not even meat. I don't know what it is. So I'll do the best I can. We'll improve it over time. If something doesn't work, we'll try something else. You know. So basically, I'll try to give you as much to look at as possible. So I won't film anybody. If like the girl goes in the back and grabs the container and brings it to me, I'm not filming her. I'm not mentioning who's showing me. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. That's my first concern. I'd rather not do the Papa Murphy's will shave an inch off the pizza if they're there to go. I totally believe you. I believe to go orders and mobile orders and pickups, and I believe they're all ripped off. They all are crappy. So, Subway shaves a centimeter off a foot long now if it's to go. Well, I can't believe that because what are they going to do? Just cut it and then throw it out? The bread is made the same for to go orders or if you walk in. They don't know they're going to be using that bread for a to go order. So that comes to them frozen. So all they do is pop in the oven and they're pre-baked. I like the style guy on Twitter who investigates when MAGA influencers sell made in China merch. I'm not sure what that means. Okay. If you give me a day's notice, I'd really like to show up and have some pizza. Hey, Rob, I totally trust giving you the entire list before I even go. Once I put the list together, Rob, I will shoot you the entire list. You are welcome in any one of the videos. I don't care. So, break a leg, Rob. Well, yeah, Rob, you can't break a leg. Don't break a leg on my show. I'd feel really bad. Um, so yeah, but yeah, I'll give you all the locations like a week as soon as I have it put together before I even get in the car and go to Chicago. So, Steam Glove, I used to drink a liter of soda a day. Okay, guys, energy drinks. That gave me my first stroke. Energy, can't even say it. Energy drinks are bad. Stop it. They're addictive. You know, like I will tell you, I'm not talking about caffeine based. I don't know about that. I'm not saying those are safe, but I am talking the taurine and guarana. If that's in your energy drink, that is the ER doctor told me that's cousin to methamphetamines. I was drinking a ton of them. I used to drink Rockstar. So Rockstar, Red Bull, Monster. I think Red Bull has it too. But you can look at the ingredients. If it's caffeine based, he said, I'd rather you drink a whole pot of coffee a day than the crap in energy drinks. My ER doctor says he literally got and this was in Vegas. He said, I literally get a stroke a week off energy drinks. So, I never promote energy drinks. I won't take them as a sponsor. It's just, it's not safe. I tell my family, I tell my friends, don't do energy drinks. I don't know about caffeine based once again, but I know that the taurine and the guarana in a lot of the energy drinks have that. Very addictive. That's why people who get off heroin go straight to energy drinks. It's to subsidize what, their addictive personality. It's a long story, but trust me, look at the ingredients and know I would never lie to you. Let's see here. Can you see if Play and Underground? Can you see if Play and Underground? I don't know what that is in Nashville. Um, let's see here. You can give me a date. Yeah. So Rob, once again, I'll give you as much notice as I can, so you'll get it way ahead of time. Let's see. Oh, taurine. That's it. Taurine. Yeah, and guarana. Guana. I think those are plants. Uh, I mean, they're just stuff to stay away from. And if I can help one person not get a stroke, uh, so be it. Thank you. What kind of dog treats does Hope eat? Um, Usually, Hope loves chicken. Hope loves bacon. Loves turkey bacon. Um, she usually partakes in whatever I'm having: steak, chicken, any protein. She loves it. She's a total meat eater. We don't buy like the processed stuff. Every so often we'll give her one of those what are they, like, bacon ups or something? I know it's not real bacon, but every so often we ain't got anything to give her. We'll give her one of those, but that's about it. But usually she's partaking in pure real protein, chicken and steak and pork chops and whatever I'm having. There's always some extra for her. So we usually share, I guess you can say. So I tried it in drinks once and was very disappointed. It smells weird and tastes weird. Ambient, God bless you. May it always smell weird and taste weird. Yeah, let's talk about the Pope. Yeah, I'm not. This is more like, once again, family food and fun, drinks. That's fine. But the Pope, that'll be later. I'll talk to Jimmy on Effers and Frank about that. We'll cover it because what, it was the first American Pope. So we'll get into that. I think I'm gonna try. I'm filming at noon, an episode in the studio, and then tonight I will try, and it might not be till tomorrow. Be looking. You can subscribe to Effers and Frank. It'll notify you on YouTube when we go live. Um, we go live in Rumble Studio. You want to, excuse me, X, Rumble Studio, um, Facebook, YouTube, locals.com. Subscribe to any of those with me, and it'll let you know when I go live. Me and Jimmy. So, Jack, you need to talk to your vet. Dogs are not street carnivores like cats. Wait, why would I talk to my vet? They're meat eaters. They come from wolves. Like, I've never seen a dog die from eating meat at all. In fact, it probably has more vitamins and nutrients than all the other pet snacks. Let's see. Plus, I've never gone to a doctor. I know it's a vet, but I've never gone to a doctor that hasn't tried to prescribe me something. Literally 100% of the time. I'm excited we got an American Pope. Well, that's good. You can find out what pizza the Pope preferred. See his choice. Yeah, I don't know how the Pope has anything to do with Chicago deep dish, but you know, Pope Wars torn Chicago. Boy, you guys are like getting off on the Pope. It's funny because most of you never go to church. You never, you probably haven't hit your knees in the past year, but everything's about the Pope. I'm like, wow. I go to church and I pray. I pray every day, but I go to church every week, twice a week. I pray for my family and friends every morning. I read the Bible every day. I've read the Bible like from cover to cover 8 times. So, uh, so to hear people talk about the Pope, I'm like, wow, I didn't know any of you cared, really. But anyway, let's see here. But yeah, so if you guys are in the area for the Pizza Wars in September, I'm telling you, you can come visit. I'll have you. I'll even get your opinion on the pizza. I'll have you try it. I'll have you talk about it. I'll have you rate it. Let's see here. And by the way, regarding talking to my vet, I don't have a vet. I mean, I do that I go to, but by the time we go back to the vet every year, it's a different vet. It's a different person. It's a reliable place. Been around for many years, but the turnover is crazy. So I don't know. Maybe that's a good field to get into, or maybe that's not a good field to get into. I don't know what that tells you. But the vet is always a different person every time because she's got to get her yearly shots, for rabies, I think it is. Um, let's see, hot take, but what does the Pope actually do? Waves. That's a that's a great question, but well, I'll ask Jimmy on F as in Frank. I don't think he knows. We'll have to look it up. But anyway, let's see. So a lot of new aspects are coming to all the channels. Jack and the Go, Eye to Eye, Cooking with Jack, Tech Time. Tech Time, I finally got this is one of the phone holders for your car. When you set it down in sections to it. I was waiting to film because I ordered the manual one you do by hand. This one is charged. The other one's manual. I wanted to put them side by side, see which one's better. Anyway, excuse me. Let's see here. Uh, would you ever bring back Pure Man? Um, I I'm glad you liked it, but I don't get it. I may do a twist on it. I may do viewer comments. I get comments on social media all the time, but I don't get emails. I don't get letters in the mail. I don't get that. But I do get, people commenting um on whatever I posted on. What what Jack, why is a jab good for your dog? Because I have to get it done because they won't watch my dog unless she's had her shots. So if I want to live with my dog, take her places, and I want to board her when I go on vacation, I got to have shot record. So why is the jab good for a dog? Because it's not the jab, the COVID jab. Okay. Um, and by the way, they get paid by each one of us dog owners once a year, no matter what. So there's no need to promote something, you know. And by the way, it's the same shot they've been given for many years. So it's been tested on animals. Go figure. The, but viewer comments would be fun. Yeah, I can do viewer comments. I can somehow. I don't know how I can work that in yet. So let me think about it because I don't want to. I don't want to bore. You know why my videos aren't long? Because I can't stand watching 10 minutes of video and still not getting to what I'm watching for. Oh, we're going to show you how to do this, but we're going to talk for 15 minutes so that you watch our video and we get more watch time, and then we'll kind of dabble on the answer. I'm like, what? Why is it every news article I got to jump paragraphs to get to the, ooh, HBO is canceling this series and everybody's mad. I'm so tired of headlines. The article, literally 2 pages down, they finally mention the show. They dance around. Oh, there's something that's been added to the McDonald's menu, and people are flocking the McDonald's. Oh, that's good. I wonder what it is. Okay. So you go to the article. You got to go like a mile down the article to get to the mention of what it is. So it's just the way the world is now. Totally sucks. But so I don't want to bore you. I I'm not looking to keep you around. You're not going to watch me stir ingredients. I'm going to cut that out. You're not going to watch me pour 15 cups of milk. I'm going to cut that out. It'll be in the recipe, but there's no need for me to have unnecessary footage. So I'm really tight on my edits. So doing viewer comments, I don't want it to be boring, but I want it to look good. So not sure exactly how that's going to happen. So I think I have an idea. I do. So let me work on it along with everything else I'm working on. Uh, let's see here. Viewers comments would be yeah. So yeah, we'll consider viewer comments. Let's see. For the heaven, journalism is inverted triangle. The most important part is first that you get less and less important. I don't. Let's see. Trying to get to your guys' comments. Apologize. Give me 1 second. That reminds me. By the end of June. Oh yeah. Not that this is anything healthy. Not that I expect you to eat it, but I guess Pop Tarts is coming out with ice cream sandwiches. I guess they're not. I never ate Pop-Tarts. I never ate Pop Tarts, but some people, freak out over it. So they're coming out with a line of um, ice cream sandwiches. Wow. I didn't think you can make an ice cream sandwich less healthy, but crossing it with a Pop Tart, I think they've done it. So let's see. Do you believe in aliens? You know, do I believe in aliens? Okay. So here's what I know the universe supposedly is infinite, goes on forever. So is there another star roughly the distance from another planet somewhere in an infinite universe? I would say, yeah, it's very possible. Does somebody live on that planet? Well, if there's a star that's burning like the sun, roughly the same distance from a planet like the Earth, then it probably could support life like the Earth. And that would be somewhere, somebody else, and that's considered an alien. So, do I think the conditions to support life somewhere else in the universe exists? It's infinite, guys. There's infinite possibilities. So I would say, yeah, uh, I wouldn't be surprised at all. I don't talk against it. You know, let's see. RFK wanted to have a word with. Yeah, well, Gatsby, RFK would probably be more effective if judges that were put in place quit stopping him from doing his job because they've already blocked like two or three things he's trying to do. But we'll talk about that once again. That's an F as in Frank topic. But complaining that the current administration isn't getting done what they promised is because they're blocked every turn they go, which blows my mind. I don't know. I didn't know this, but it's like pushing a boulder uphill. One of my favorite snacks is popcorn with Old Bay seasoning. Very interesting. Hold on, let me wet my throat here. The Old Testament proves the earth is less than 5,800 years old. Uh, I don't know where that is. I'm not going to say it's false, but I'm not sure. Popcorn with Old Bay seasoning. Guys, everything good either has seasoning or a sauce. Usually the sauce is sugar based or brown sugar based or honey based, some type of sweetness. Seasoning, you know, it it can be not sugar based and still be good. Lots of people want to lose weight. They get off sauces and they get everything just seasoned. Old Bay seasoning, very interesting, is from the East Coast. Uh, how can a seasoning be woke? Um, the company may be woke, but the seasoning's not. Boy, that's your favorite word of the year. Um, Goldfish had an old, yes, they did. There was a goldfish version with Old Bay seasoning. I haven't had Old Bay seasoning in years. I never got into it. I don't know. I'm One of my favorite seasonings is smoked paprika. It's one of my favorite. Garlic is one of my favorite. Onion is one of my favorite. Red pepper flakes, one of my favorite. So I have a handful of seasonings I'm drawn to. I like. I use Ricky's hot sauce. It's made by the world champion Pac-Man player. Very cool. So his claim to fame is Pac-Man, but he makes a hot sauce. Very cool. Okay. Uh, my favorite steak spice is Montreal steak spice. If you've never had Montreal seasoning on your steak, you're missing out. It's a great blend. It's a really good blend. They sell it at like Walmart and Sam's and Costco. You can get it pretty much anywhere. Um, Jack, have you ever tried the Dano seasoning? Um, yeah, I did Dano's for a little bit. I have some in my cupboard. Uh, it's okay. It's not. I wouldn't say my favorite line of seasoning is either Kinder's or Cosmo's Q. Okay, or is it Cosmo Q or Cosmo's Q? I can't remember. But those two lines of seasoning, you don't need to go for anything else. Kinder's has a million seasonings and sauces. It's crazy, but the seasoning's really good. Um, let's see. Mrs. Dash, no salt spice mixes. Oh no, gotta have salt. I think we've gone past the stage of salt's bad for you. Hopefully, you know. But it's funny. The doctors, the doctors that say salt's bad for you, is the first one to pull their pad out and write a prescription for something that's bad for you. Side effects: rectal bleeding. Oh yeah, I want to take plenty of that. Uh, I have heard there are some Danos seasoning I have not touched, but I heard they are good. So you're saying the Danos fish seasoning is amazing? I'll have to check that out. Let's see. My favorite hot sauce is Valentina's. I don't know why. Dirt cheap. Big bottles at Walmart. Restaurants always have it. I don't like Tapatio. I do like, what is the other one? Cholula. I do like Cholula, and I do like Valentina. And Valentina is like dirt cheap. Couple bucks, you get a gallon of this stuff. It's really good though. Humans need salt. Yes. Good, very good statement. Humans also need cholesterol. So wait till that comes to surface. That's a whole nother conspiracy, guys. is cholesterol. Your eye needs cholesterol. Your brain needs cholesterol. You know, it's crazy. But that's a whole nother. Tabasco is good. I like the is it Chipotle Tabasco? That's really good. Won me over after touring Avery Island. I love your channel. Well, thank you. Hopefully, I keep doing enough new stuff to keep it exciting for you. Thank you, Granny, for writing that. Sriracha on chicken is the bomb. Sriracha's pretty good. I used to mix sriracha with like mayonnaise, thousand. I would spice up regular normal sauces, throw sriracha in there, and make it a spicy version. It's so good. If you've never had a sandwich with mayo and sriracha, you're missing out. And I don't mean buy the kind at the store. I mean just take the two ingredients, mix it at home, way cheaper. You buy it at the store, you're paying twice as much. Sriracha honey, yeah. Oh, I remember Jack Jr. and I were over in Hendersonville house, and we had tried a honey with ghost pepper flakes, and like I cried like a little baby. It was so hot. I I couldn't rinse it out of my mouth fast enough. But yeah, it was honey with ghost pepper. And you would think the honey would kind of counteract. Nope. It was hot. But anyway, so guys, so here's the deal. Some cool new things coming to Jack on the Go. Cool new things coming to Cooking with Jack. Eye to eye. Um, Tech Time, I got the stuff now. I'm going to be shooting that. Food news every week. So we're going to keep a lot of these things going. Jimmy and I, Charles and I, F as in Frank podcast is blowing up. More and more people. We also are thinking about bringing in new like to accompany us. You guys want to be a part of it? Let me know. Contact me on social media. Don't write me here, but write me privately on Facebook, X, Instagram. I don't care. And if you're, you know, interested in being a part of the conversation, okay. And I don't care if it's a different aspect, like Gatsby said. It's more interesting if I don't agree with the person. It's a better discussion rather than a bunch of people who think the same way. So I believe he's right, but I don't know if we can pull that off in today's world. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of stuff coming your way. Viewer comments is the latest suggestion. I'm always open to your guys' suggestions because this show would not exist. I've said it again and again without you. It's not about me. You guys made the Cooking with Jack show what it is. You guys made Jack on the Go what it is. Eye to eye, tech time, F is in Frank, whatever. Because of you, those shows exist. So make sure the credit goes to you. Make sure I thank you. And make sure I wish you a happy Mother's Day weekend. Once again, if you haven't got your stuff, good luck. You ain't got the flowers, you ain't got the chocolate, and you got to go get it. You should get in the car right now. Or tell her, I got something for you, but you're going to be getting it next Sunday. We're going to let everybody, you're going to get fresh flowers, fresh, I'm getting choked up, fresh chocolate, fresh everything at a lower price. I guarantee it. The flowers were astronomical when I looked. I think we were looking last night because had the weekend started, forget it. We wouldn't have bought anything. but the weekend hadn't started yet. So we ran out, we grabbed flowers, we delivered them early so that she could enjoy them all weekend. And this is Tammy's mom. And then so anyway, be smart, be safe. Once again, it's not about what you're giving mom. It's about that you're with mom. That's all she wants. I cannot sell that hard enough. All right. So, um, anyway, that's gonna be it for right now. I've gone a little long. I'm sorry. I tried to keep it at an hour. It's been a little bit longer than that. Uh, if you have any suggestions, write me. I see everything. So send it if you got it. If you ain't got it, I'll see you next Saturday right here for the live stream. Take care, guys. Love you. Bye bye.